We all know the internet has changed the way we find customers. For hundreds of years, the marketing formula was to push information to prospects using print advertising, direct mail and product brochures, radio and TV, or sales calls. The messaging was about the product features, but the information was primarily about how wonderful the company is and how great the products are. Marketing has experienced a paradigm shift. The evolution of technology gives consumers unlimited access to information. Now the consumer has control, not the advertiser. Now, customer purchase decisions are based on their own research, and perhaps more importantly, what their friends are saying about the products they're interested in. What this means to a company is, today's consumers don't want to be sold to. Today's consumers are not interested in how wonderful you think you or your product is. What today's consumers want to know first is what your product can do for them. 3 things need to happen for today's marketing to succeed. 1. We all know companies need to be found on the internet. That's the job of web developers. 2. Companies need to be ready with the right messages and the right content when consumers knock on their internet door. And 3. Companies need to be where the consumers are and join the interaction. In short, to be relevant today and in the future, a company needs more than a good website. A company must create a steady stream of digital content and social interaction. Let's explore the first job, getting a company found on the internet. I have a short story to show you how search engines work. If I told you I wrote a book and it was published by Simon & Schuster, you would probably be impressed, right? First, because I wrote a book, and secondly, because a publisher thought it good enough to publish. You'd be impressed, but maybe not enough to buy the book. But if I gave you the book, you would probably look inside and skim through a few chapters, reading headlines and a little bit more, because you would want to see if I know my stuff. Well, that's just what search engines do. We are all publishers. Our web presence is like a book. The keywords on your website and blog tell the search engines what your business is about. The search engine robots index your site. That means they visit it and follow the links and read the text to see if your business is really about your keywords. The more text you have on your site, the more authoritative search engines think you are. Every time you add text to your site or blog, the robots stop and look you over again. This keeps your site rising up the page. Did you notice the conundrum in my story? It's my statement. The more text you have on your site, the more authoritative the search engines think you are. We all know people don't like to read much. People have a 2 to 3 second attention span. If a website doesn't provide answers to their problems quickly, visitors just move on to another website to find the answer. It's obvious that a website has 2 different audiences. First, it needs to appeal to the search engines. Then, the contents of the site needs to capture the consumer attention and quickly tell your story. First, I'd like to review the essentials of getting found. Google's purpose, as defined by them, is to provide the best information to people. The elements that affect the search results placement of a website are on-site SEO and off-site SEO. On-site SEO is optimization within the text on the page and in the structure of the site. The website information, or content, has to pass through robots, or spiders, who scan it using a complex formula of computer-based rules to determine what your page is about. Our job as web developers is to make things easy for the robots to meet their good content criteria, which will give your site better page placement than your competition. But search engine optimization is much more than keywords and much more than a website. Off-site SEO is optimizing the rest of your web presence in social media, blogging, directories, etc. Off-site SEO is the primary vehicle for driving traffic to your website. Social media presence is an influencing factor in search results placement. Social media has to be part of any internet marketing plan. In short, SEO is more than a website. It's your total web presence. If you are out there more than your competition, you will place higher in search results, and that web presence will additionally build consumer trust. Okay, let's say you accomplish number 1. Google loves you and consumers find you. Now, will the content on your site guide them down the path to purchase? Number 2 is where the marketer's job comes in. Companies need to be ready with the right message and the right content when consumers come to their website. The criteria for an effective website includes: make sure your message provides solutions to the needs of your target market. Communicate the message quickly. And on top of that, the message has to be interesting, engaging, and compelling. Now that you have a visitor's attention, you need to provide content that visitors will share because it's useful or fun. This is branded content that can be used across all social platforms, and because it's shareable, it will extend your reach. Some examples of shareable content are ebooks, videos, infographics, case studies, white papers, how-to cheat sheets, lists, and reviews. In marketing speak, these are called offers, and they are used to generate leads. In every way, a company's web content is their brand online. It's their salesperson, their store, and their marketing department. It's their story. Every piece of content a company publishes online defines their brand. So, great content equals great brand. Boring content equals boring brand. Remember, to be relevant today and in the future, companies must create a steady stream of digital content and social interaction. Content creation is ranked as the single most effective SEO technique. Creating good content requires a team of designers, writers, producers, and distributors. Imagine Incorporated has that team, and content marketing is one of our services. Call us at 954-257-7066 and see how we can help you bring your marketing into the 21st century.